Shanti, everyone. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. What a topic we're focusing on today. You know, it's been a year since our Sister Gita transitioned into a new part. Bookmark that sentence. It's been a year since Sister Gita transitioned into a new part. Today's topic is about, do we really ever die? So many souls we have either witnessed or seen in terms of a loss, that they've had a loss of a family member or a friend. You can even have your nation die in front of your eyes. But it's just this feeling that we carry for so many generations that we are so afraid of death. I think about it for myself too. I don't believe I'm afraid of death, but I definitely don't want pain and suffering. And maybe that's what we're confusing, pain and suffering to death or dying. I interviewed a hospice nurse on my radio show that I used to do, America Meditating. And she outlined how many of the patients in hospice, she will tell you the stages that they go through before the soul leaves the body, but she said it is not a painful experience. And it got me to think, then why is everyone so afraid of death? Is it that as the soul is about to depart the body and the part, there are agendas or issues or things it didn't fulfill? Did we do something in the current lifetime that we regret and we didn't make amends? Is it that I feel uncomfortable with uncertainty? Well, if I never die, where does the soul go after this? In certain religious traditions, you're told you go back up, you go to God, you go to heaven. I'm not sure if I believe that. And the reason why is that I've experienced deja vu. If you look at your astrology, numerology, have somebody read your palms, or if a psychic person has abilities and they tell you things like, how do you know that? How did you know that I've been through this? How do you know I'm going to go through this? Why are some souls born so absolutely affluent? Why are some souls born so beautiful? Why are some souls born sickly? There are some souls that are born and they don't have proper food, water, or environment that keeps them sustained. What is the mystery here? Is it that the soul is an immortal energy? I just want you to think about this for yourself. That you, the soul, looking at me right now in those lenses, and then your camera and your phone, wherever you might be, that your soul inside of your body is an immortal, eternal, imperishable light, energy, and that energy will never die. But the energy, which is the soul, once it's sitting inside of the body, here, the control room, it's in the body, it gains experiences through the five senses. I see things, I make a decision or a discernment, or I like to look at beautiful things, or I like to look at ugly things. What is the recording when your eyes see a beautiful flower? What is the recording in the soul when your eyes look at a newborn baby? What is the soul experiencing when your eyes will look at the ocean, the beautiful blue pearl ocean? Oh, how I love the water. Your ears, if you listen to negative things, what's the recording in the soul? You have a choice. If you listen to positive things, uplifting things, elevating things in your ear, the soul is experiencing it. And of course, the soul is going to be elevated when it listens to elevated things. When you speak, I love you, what's the recording? I hate you, what's the recording? And what if at a soul level, there are certain recordings that you have held on to that were traumatic? It gave you pain or suffering or sadness, or maybe you felt a sense of not belonging. You felt unheard or unseen. You felt ridiculed. Where does that energy go when it leaves the body? Does that energy that is sitting there in the soul as a memory, if you were to leave your body today, which we call in the world die, will that energy that is still recorded in you as an unfulfilled experience take you back to God? Or will it direct you into another body to give you a chance to resolve that issue that you're still holding on to? Have we been walking around in our lives wanting to make amends, wanting to make things better for ourselves and of course for those that we love? I'll give you an example. Let's say you're in a relationship where you know somebody. Let's say you're at the workplace and you want to talk to the manager and you want to supply the manager with some new ideas to help the company to go forward. And the manager just has it in for you. And the manager will not let any new idea in. The manager has no concern about whatever you bring them. Do what I told you to do, and that's all that I need from you. And you can feel it at a soul level. How did it make you feel? We've all ran into somebody like that, somebody who finds it very difficult to open their heart up to you. And you start to feel like you're not worthy or you're not good. You don't think that that person not opening up their heart for you is the one with the issue. You start to think you have a problem. Something is wrong with you. He's the manager. He knows more about the company than I do. There are a lot of energies swirling around in the soul. And there are two energies that are functioning in the soul. Every soul. 8 billion. Even if you're a newborn. Your original innate power of the soul, love, peace, purity, truth, joy, that's you. And that's 8 billion souls in the world. But then algae gets mixed in along the way. Somehow, some way. Anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego. My acronym, Algae. A for anger, L for lust, G for greed, A for attachment, and E for ego. That energy interferes with your original quality. And because your original quality is not a fighting energy, the algae sometimes consumes your personality and takes you over. And if you die, if you leave your body with algae really amplified in your personality, then you can't go to God, because to go to God you need a lot of power. You need a lot of energy to go up. So instead we go like horizontal. I got to find another mother, another womb. I got to figure this out. I can't let this algae keep taking over my personality. I'm God's child. I'm God's creation. I'm not this anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego. So I think one of the reasons why we fear death, it's not death we fear. But I think we fear that we didn't fulfill the feelings, the right experiences that the soul was supposed to fulfill in its incarnation. And I think the soul has a concern that if I haven't, in the Brahma Kumaris we say, purify the personality, purify the soul with God's love, then what will be my next birth if algae is so alive in my personality? Anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego is the root cause of our suffering. It's the root cause of depression, breaking up of relationships, ego, control, dominance, abuse, greed, jealousy, judgment, disappointment. It's the root cause of all the suffering that you're seeing in the world today. And sometimes you wonder, I just want to die and leave this world, but if that algae is in you, you're not going anywhere. You're going to come back and be given another chance to figure it out. I know I will never die. I am so clear on that. I, the soul in this body that is talking to you through this mouth, looking at you through these eyes, the same soul knows it'll never die. So what are the experiences I'm going to put in me? Divine ones. Because if I never die and I'm on a journey, I don't want to take hell with me, which is algae. If I have within the soul experiences of joy, experiences of purity, experiences of love, experiences of charity, if I know at a soul level I've given my life to help others, you don't believe internally your recording at a soul level will feel like wherever this soul goes, I'll be okay. I'll be protected. On that night when Sister Gita passed away, there was so much love and mysticism in the air. I don't know where souls were just coming from, like they just knew. And even when her soul left, we were sitting in the courtyard and we just felt this wind. I can't explain it. It was like, whew. It's like, wow, I've seen that in films. The soul just flew. I couldn't see it with my two eyes, but I could feel it. And then the next day, as everyone gathered around the body, we were reading what we call the advanced classes of the Murli. And that Murli of the day was so accurate. You will not even have to think what to do. Everything will be easy for you. I was in Baba's Murli of that day. And as we kept reading the Murli over the body, we knew the soul was present. She had not died. The part she was playing as Sister Gita had come to an end. Similarly to when an actor plays a part in a movie, it comes to an end and it moves on to another part. So you are a human soul in a human body, but you're a child of God the Supreme. And so even at that time, as we all sat in the room, I don't know how many of us was in the space, we couldn't even fit. And I was just reading, what we call Baba's Murli. And I didn't choose the Murli, it was the Murli of that day. It's just like, you will not have to suffer. Everything will be made out for you, everything will be done for you. It's like, okay. And then we were joking around, don't forget our address, come back and find us. The soul hadn't died. The body did. So I want everybody who's watching today to think about that for yourself. And even if you've ever lost someone, you've lost the part that you had with that person, now you can rest assured the soul is still around somewhere in some other name or form. But the part that I played with them has come to an end. It's just a part. You play your part, you move on to another part. You play your part, you move on to another part. You're not your name, you're not your gender, you're not your role, you're not your title, you're not your religion, your nationality, your language, you're not the body. You're a soul, God's creation. It's powerfully pure. This powerfully pure light. Eternal. Immortal. Imperishable. You'll never die. And that's why in the teachings of the Brahma Kumaris, it is so focused on creating good karma, good memories, positive memories, pure memories, good experiences. Because those experiences become your insurance policy for your future. That's your insurance, your good deeds. And so as of today, believe in your goodness. Turn to Baba more. Turn to your Supreme Being more, so that energy can keep reminding you to be good, to do good, to think good, to speak good, to be a good person, that even if my final moment comes in front of me in this second, I'm okay. My part is coming to an end. I'm moving on to another one. I'm okay. Give love to everyone who served you and who you've served. Let's take a moment. I know it's a deep conversation, but let's do a little meditation on letting go of these attachments that make us feel afraid or uncomfortable with death. Let's take a breath. I think the letting go meditation is coming. Om Shanti. As I sit here in quiet reflection, I'm reminded how my thoughts create my reality. I've accepted that I am what I am because of what I think. So what if for this moment I choose to let go of my various attachments to physical forms that have limited my potential and my capacity? What if I chose to be free from limitations of thinking? So just for a little while, I invite you to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And imagine for a moment, what if I no longer had an attachment to my name? How would that feel? What if I let go of the awareness of the gender? What if I let go of the roles that I play, the titles that I own? What if I decided to release thinking of myself as a religion, a language, a nationality? What if I choose to just let go of the name, gender, role, title, religion, language, nationality, and let go of the awareness of the body? How would I feel? Who would think of me in this awareness? And who would I think of? I would think of God. And God's remembrance would fall on me. And I, the living soul, would be completely free. Let me just sit in this moment for a little longer. And just be free. Now gently bring back the awareness of your gender, language, nationality, title, role, name, religion, whatever. Bring it back to your awareness and see if you can bring the experience of freedom and peace as you go out into the world and play your various parts. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So important, this whole notion of letting go and not being so attached to your senses and your titles and labels. Let's go to AI, Awakened Intelligence, and see if I made any sense today. Do we ever die according to Brahma Kumaris? The teaching says we truly never die, only the body does. Exactly. So the soul is eternal. Keep moving on. And reincarnation, after the body dies, the soul leaves it and takes another rebirth. I know many of you have been asking me to do reincarnation, so we'll talk about that. Death is a transition. It's not an end, but a transition, just a change of costume. Number 4, spiritual aim. Ultimate goal is to break free from this cycle of birth and death. To some extent, that one is not to be more clarified. The ultimate goal is to break away from the algae so that you can fully live. So you're not a body, you're not a human being having a spiritual experience, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. And as a spiritual being, you never die. All right, let's go to our beautiful Sister Gita effect, and let's listen to what she's saying.
light. Many religions believe that God is light. The wisdom of God is also light. And those who study it become light and easy. Who made this light? God, from his own state of eternal enlightenment. God, being of light, makes the world around him light, chasing away the darkness of ignorance. Light spreads from God through his studious children into the whole world. Others receive this light when they see the practical proof of it in the lives of his effort-making children. God gives this light from above for this service. The ones who catch it and share it will be happy, no matter how little may be received in return from humans. All are children of this being of light, and this being is sending light to everyone. How open and ready am I? Have a day full of reflections and lightness. Om Shanti is a greeting of peace. Thank you.
Such a sweet spirit. I think this is a show you can keep living over and over again or reviewing over and over again. And I think I want to go even further in it. So maybe we'll do a little more second part 2. So hello everyone. Om Shanti Lilawati. Om Shanti Sister Jenna. Thank you so much for that understanding. I lost my mother and my baby brother. So the part they had to play with you was over, but the soul is not. You can still love them. So important. Hi Wendy. I always believe that the soul never dies. Good. Hey Dinesh. She speaks straight from the heart. Papu Yadav. Who else felt that wave of calm during the meditation? Ooh la la. May we can have a session on algae? Yes, sure, ooh la la. Beverly, for sure. Jokes Guru, Suman, Manmohan, Gali, Anita, Nirmala, Neha, Dinesh, Miriam. Hey Miriam. Indu, Annette, and Beverly again. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Just play it over again and see if it helps you. I don't want to have sorrow in me, and I don't want you to have sorrow in you. And I know God doesn't want to have, I know God doesn't want you to live in sorrow. Okay, so let's gain more understanding so we can live fully like good people. Take care of yourselves. Om Shanti.